If you're visiting New York City in late winter or early spring and enjoy orchids, you'll definitely want to visit the New York City Botanical Garden for its annual Orchid show. A visit to the Botanical Garden makes a good alternative to all the sightseeing, shopping, and eating you'll definitely do in New York City. This year, the Orchid show takes place from February 28th to April 19th. If you're interested in attending, be sure to visit the Botanical Garden's website, which is listed in the description box below, to plan your visit. There are numerous ways to get to the Botanical Gardens. One of the easiest ways is via Metro North, although you can also take the subway there as well. If you use Metro North, you'll start your journey at one of New York's most famous icons, Grand Central Terminal in Midtown Manhattan. If you'd like to learn more about what you'll see at Grand Central, click on the icon to the right of your screen or in the description box below for our Grand Central video. If you have the time, get some photos of Grand Central's iconic architecture and clock before catching your train. There are also restaurants and food court options in the basement if you'd like to eat before you go. You'll want to take the Metro North Harlem line to the Botanical Garden, so make your way down to the appropriate platform. If you're traveling during off-peak non-rush hours, you'll have no difficulty finding a seat, but pay attention to the announcements of stations, as the trains don't stay in the stations long. After a pleasant 20-minute ride, you'll arrive at the Botanical Garden stop. And luckily, the New York Botanical Gardens are just a short walk from the Metro North station. You'll arrive at the Mosholu Gate, where you can purchase your ticket for the Orchid show. Also note that on Wednesdays and Saturdays you can access the grounds for free, but you'll still need to purchase a ticket for special events like the Orchid show or to see the various gardens and conservatories if there are no special events going on. See the garden's website for more details before you visit. Once inside the Botanical Garden, make your way to the Enid A. Haupt Conservatory, which is pictured here. Upon entering the conservatory, whether you know everything or nothing about orchids, you can't help but marvel at the beautiful orchids that will surround you. You will discover orchids from around the world in all kinds of beautiful colors, from subdued to super vibrant, from super yellow, pastel blue, purple, to camouflage, and every color imaginable in between. Then there are the orchids of all shapes, from thin and spindly, to hanging and upturned, to large and star-shaped. And then there are the various sizes, from the large ones we've seen so far, to tiny and delicate. As you make your way through the orchid exhibits, you'll be met by numerous paths and walkways in the conservatory that have been beautifully done with hanging plants, fountains, and trellises. Or you can enjoy them from the various benches that are liberally dotted throughout the conservatory. One could even say the setting is quite romantic. You'll also pass through other exhibits that show various regions with their own beautiful flora, such as this one on the American desert. From beginner to expert, the Orchid show has something for everyone, and most everyone will appreciate the beautiful orchids on display. Of course, there were many more orchids on display than we could show you in our short video, so if you're into orchids, you'll definitely want to go to the Orchid show in person. The Botanical Garden even has programs that will teach you how you can cultivate your own orchids. You can find out more about their programs on their website. So if you're in New York City during late winter or early spring, be sure to visit the New York Botanical Garden for its annual Orchid show. We hope you've enjoyed our visit to the Orchid show. Please visit us at www.goandseetv.com for more videos on New York City, and see you next time.